Are you wondering when life will ever get better? Have you tried other programs and self-help books and videos and recordings and smoke signals, everything, just hoping and just wishing things would change, and they never seem to change? By attending this free seminar on the web, you'll gain the process that will inevitably bring the changes you desire just by clicking below and following the program. Additionally, I have a big gift for you. You see, I scheduled this webinar now to replace a $499 Success Principles webinar that was scheduled now, but because I have an earth-shaking addition to the Success Principles, the 6 weeks webinar, I'm going to add another week to it for free, but it's going to include a new theory that was literally downloaded to me just yesterday that I'm already writing a fascinating book about. The name of the book's The Language of the Gods. Information phenomenal that some of it is a part of the Success Principles workshop. Now you'll get the Success Principles along with the extended week revised notebook, not for the $499 price or even the special price I'm currently offering for $199, but because I want you to continue your growth beyond the why factor. So as a participant of this free webinar, you pay only $29.99. And believe me, you will keep the change. Hello, my name is Lee Sullivan, affectionately known as Captain Lee because of this hat, but more so because of what's in this hat. It's an inscription I have. It's the last two lines of a poem by William Hensley. It goes, matters not how straight the gate, how filled with charges the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. I want you too to become a captain of your soul. To be your transformational coach literally all my life. So if you want to change situations at work, your relationships, your financial situations, if you just want to have a different view of what your future can be tomorrow and not stymied by the rut that you seem to be in today, click below. Take advantage of that offer. I have a real life story for you. It begins with a tragic gang stabbing and death in a California prison facility that results normally in statewide prison rioting. In our facility, 12 living units, every one of them rioted, except 2. Because of drastic change that they went immediately, instantly, prevented the riots on just those 2 units, both of which were over my boss's skepticism that anything that could be done or anything could be said that would change what was gonna happen that night. So he agreed to let me go without my pay and conduct 2 large groups. And I gave them an emergency dose of the principles factor. The only difference was the R factor. That's powerful stuff, and you can have that stuff for free just by clicking below and attending the webinar. I'm going to recreate the whole presentation these days because it was absolutely phenomenal. I hate to have to pat myself on the back, but it drastically changed a lot of people's lives. There was 150 prisoners that were affected immediately. The message kind of went something like this. I'll give you a smattering. You all a valuable gift tonight, and that gift is you. I talked about the one thing they needed to think about in the next few dangerous hours. That is what I know to be the R factor. I got them to associate with their true identity and associate with their future if the R factor wasn't used effectively. I explained to them what their ass was. That's right, what their ass was. Their approval-seeking syndrome is the root of gang behavior And also the root of a lot of behavior outside of those physical prisons, in the prisons we have in our mind, searching for the approval of everyone around us or our close groups of friends, that keeps us from having independent minds and independent thinking and thinking what they want us to think. That's its own prison. To help you use the R factor effectively, I've included a free downloadable workbook available just by registering below. Anyway, all those right that night except for mine. The need for staff overtime, extra medical costs for treatment, additional time addition participants of the riots was avoided because of the R factor. This powerful tool will work for you as well. What kind of prison do you find yourself in? A thankless, uninspiring job, a relationship that needs to be improved or changed in the foreseeable future? Do you have a dreamed of life that you feel, that you know will never happen? Then the R factor is what you need to go from where you are to where you want to be. And I mean now. The change for the prisoners was instant. Work for you as well. A year later, almost to the day, we were in the exact same riot potential situation because another gangster had been killed in another prison facility. This, my boss and asked me to deliver the same message to the prisoners, and that he would pay me this time. That night, every unit riot. This resulted in a commendation and a training assignment in central office. The R factor works. Let it release you from whatever your prison might be. Below, the way you could do is you get the 4-week, not 6-week, webinar for only $29.99 because you're attending this webinar here, and I want you to keep the change. As a matter of fact, you will keep the change. So register below and become the man of your fate, the captain of your soul. See you in the seminar.